Hey guys, what's up? Okay, so you guys, seems like it's been like forever since I made a video. But that's why my mind's just running rugged right now. Forgive me guys, I had like a long, busy weekend, busy week as always, with the job and all. And plus, something horrible has happened. I lost my diamond cluster ring. So I'm still feeling bummed about that. But at the same time, life goes on anyway. Let's see, the reason why I wanted to do this video is because something just came across my mind today and I want to get a chance to talk about it. It's like a thing involving a little story and my piercing. And of course, I'm going to be talking about, like my tongue piercing. As those for you that came across, like my other two videos, I made two videos. One was about my tongue piercing experience, and I believe about a month ago I had made a Tongue Rings 101. You guys could check those out if you're interested. But this time I wanted to make a video of a little story of mine. It's not really big or anything like that, but I just want to hear the take of if anybody had went through the same thing. So I wanted to share it with you guys. Like I said, I'm not sure whoever had have ever been through it. I wanted to share it, and yeah. So again, like, it's dark. It's not like I'm telling like a scary story or anything just because the background is dark. It's just because I turned off the lights and I wanted to do something a little different. So yeah. So as you guys know, I have a tongue piercing, but when I look back on it, I think about just how crazy it was, and like my first weeks of having it, etc, 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 which wasn't really that bad. But I want to tell you guys like a little story. Okay, so this is what happened. I was in the process, like during the week I was in the process, and it was like my tongue was like swollen, and I didn't really know it was swollen. I barely felt it when I eat. I barely felt it was there. All I saw was just a little infection. That's it. So of course, following the person who pierced me advice is to go to the CVS pharmacy or any kind of pharmaceutical, any kind of store, to get some Listerine antibacterial mouthwash, because that would help with the infection, with the swelling and all of that. And it's also important, like she told me that it's also important to do it after every year and all of that stuff, but I'm not giving instructions. That's in my last video. So following her advice, I realized that okay, I was out of Listerine, and I wanted to go to the store to get some. So I was like halfway across town. I was in DC. I remember I was visiting my father at the time because he was just at home like every day, and I wanted to keep him company, and plus I had nothing else to do, and I haven't seen him in about a week, so I'm really close to my dad. So I went on over there, and I said like, oh, it'd be like a good idea if I can go to the CVS pharmacy first before seeing him, because I just ate something and I want to really, get a chance to rinse my mouth out, that kind of thing. So he lives close to a CVS. It takes no more than about like 4 minutes from his house, almost 5 minutes to get to his house for that. So I went there. And I went inside and I found the Listerine and paid for it and all that. So I went outside to my car, and I noticed that somebody else was parked right beside me. It was a gentleman, like a Spanish Latino gentleman, and he was sitting there, and it was like he had like a very funny grin on his face. From what I remember, he was just sitting in the car, laid back. It was like as though, okay, he was like waiting for someone, or his mind was on something. But he was looking at me with a very like laid back look. So normally when people look at me, I be nice and polite. I always said hello, even though they don't speak, which is rude, but I always say hello to them. So I ended up saying hello, and he was like, hey, hey something. And he seemed like he was like looking at something, but I didn't really understand like what he was looking at. Um and so I didn't really like think nothing of it. So I got my keys and I was getting ready to turn the lock, and then he said something. So I turned around and he was like, okay, something, something, and then pointing at his mouth. And I think that was him like implying that, okay, all right, he knows my tongue ring, because again, I didn't even know my tongue was like swollen. And I didn't even think of it would be swollen to the point that people could actually see it. I was really thinking I was going to not let my mom know, but she ended up coming home and seeing it, and it was still swollen. And, everyone got a chance to see, even though my dad seen it, was just like, it sucked. So he was pointing to his mouth, and he said something about my tongue ring, what he liked it and all that kind of stuff. So, okay, I said thank you. And well, I remember he had said, where did you get it done? Now, in this case, I don't mind giving people like any information. Like, I was like over the top of the world when I got my tongue ring, because it didn't hurt, it didn't do anything. I could go ahead and tell like the whole audience, go like, okay, it didn't even hurt at all. You guys could go ahead and try it, don't be scared, all that kind of stuff. So he had asked me if what did I get it done. So when I got the piercing done at the piercing shop, they had gave me a little souvenir, like a keychain that has like a graving of a like a Gothic heart on one side, and the information on the other, like the tattoo shop, the names, the locations, what time they close. Everything is on that little keychain. I still have it to this day. So I was gonna be nice enough, because he said, ask me where I got it done, or I assumed that's what he was asking, he was implying. So I wanted to be nice, because I wasn't sure if he wanted to get one, or he wanted to get his girlfriend one, or wanted to recommend somebody to get it. Most of the time, most of that part, I was thinking that he was going to, he wanted his girlfriend to get one, because you know how men are. So I go like, sure, I don't mind. So I went in my car. I got my car door open, and I went in my car, and I wrote down the name of the tattoo company. I wrote down the information, the telephone number, whatever he needed. And this is when, this fucked up shit really happened. This is when I got out of the car, and I had the paper in my hand. I went over to his car and getting ready to give him the paper. And out of the blue, he had a funny grin on his face. And I'm trolling down, like, looking down, go like, why the fuck he's grinning so much? I'm trolling down, like, his shirt. And he's sitting there, got his dick in his hand. I mean, really, he literally, like, popped his dick out and just say hello to Mr. Winky. And that part, like, shocked the shit out of me. I'm going, like, what in the fuck? That was, like, the first time that I ever became surprised of a man, taking out his dick. Because, like, the first time I actually saw a guy do it, I was like, whatever. But I never really expect, like, he just, like, opened it up, like, took it out, and he was, like, literally, he was, like, stroking it and all that, and I'm like, what in the fuck? I said in my mind, going, holy shit, like, are you fucking serious? Like, really? Seriously? You gonna just take your dick out in front of me? So, it was like, oh my god, I was so stunned. I dropped the paper. I was like, okay, Jerry, you gotta get the fuck out of there. You gotta get up out of there. Cause I was like, started screaming. Like, I wasn't really the type at that time to cuss, cuss his ass out. Talking about, like, who in the fuck do you think I am? You gonna take out your fucking dick? I go, like, motherfucker, I'm no slut, So, but I didn't do any of that. I was like, I remember just getting in my car and I just left. And I was like, oh my God, I was so stunned. Like, really. I mean, like, really. It's like with some people, you just cannot, like, basically have a tongue ring without automatically assuming, like, you suck dick. I mean, really, like, you suck dick, like, you eat pussy. That is not even the issue, okay? The reason why everybody get a tongue ring is because they get it for their own reasons, but you do not have to apply, like, literally, like, taking, like, your whole manhood out and stroking. And I go like, nigga, I don't even know you. I don't even know you. You're not my boyfriend. And you're not my friend. I don't even know who you are. You gonna sit there and stick that thing, like, take it out, like, oh my God, like, somebody, he had a fucking problem. And this is just that was just so gross. And yeah, that was basically it. So I really wanted to, like share that, because it was like, whoa, like, oh my God, because I hear, like, a lot of people on YouTube share their stories, their stories, share stories about their experiences and all, and that is, like, the only experience that I could just say, like, wow. And yeah, so that's what really sucks. So since during that time, like, I had my tongue ring over about, like, a year or something, like that. So far, another, nothing, like, nothing bad haven't happened. Nobody, no man took their penis out unless I asked them to. They didn't really, like, pop it out and say hello, But that was, like, the experience that I would never forget. And I haven't really told anybody like that. It was just, like, nuts. I was just stunned, like, yeah. So that was just crazy. I mean, like, I I don't do, oh God, I swear. I get a little, like, nervous just, like, talking about it. So guys, that's it. I just wanted to share. I'm really curious, like, for those of you who have, like, a tongue piercing, for that matter, have that ever happened? Have you ever experienced that type of thing where, a person is being, like, inappropriate to you? I really wanted to hear it, just to know that I'm not the only one. And I want to thank you guys for watching this little mini video. I know that it wasn't really, like, long and extreme as some, but that's, like, the only thing that I can remember, because it's been about, like, over a year ago. Yeah, so I really appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, again, you can go ahead and comment down the links below. Definitely will be able to check them out. Also, guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel and just check out, like, my other videos, other things, and also check out my piercing videos. I also got, videos of my nose piercing experience, my belly button piercing experience, and all about my tongue rings experience. And I hope you guys have a good night. I know I'm on my way to bed. I'm getting ready to start off my whole week of working. So I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.